Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Memescape News, the best source information on the current happenings of the Memescape. I, as I continue to be, am your host, Evan, and I'd like to get started with some current events. This is something that we'll be talking about probably much more next week, but with the invasion of Ukraine currently taking place by Russia, I expect that we're going to have a whole bunch of World War III memes taking place. I'm not going to dwell on this too much because there isn't a lot to talk about, and I'd rather not give myself deep anxiety. But, keep an eye out for that, and invest accordingly, because those sorts of topical memes tend to do quite well. Just, understand the ethics of profiting off something where a bunch of people are, dying. Let's get into the meme economy. The meme economy is down a little, but it's certainly not for a lack of things to talk about. It's just a little bit less activity. But there are a couple memes that I do want to talk about, and I want to start off with the resurgence in interest of Talking Ben. Does anybody remember Talking Tom and Talking Friends? About 10 years ago, they were all the shit. I remember back when I had my iPod Touch 4th generation, I downloaded all of the different Talking Tom games. So, Talking Tom was this cat on your phone, and you said hi to it, and it would say hi back in some stupid little cat voice, just you sped up slightly at a very low quality. So you can make Tom say funny things. And this app blew up, so then they started making all these different talking animals, and one of them was Talking Ben, who was the dog. They also so there was the one where he was doing stuff, you could make him say stuff. Then there was the one where it was Talking Tom and Talking Ben, and they were like at a news studio or something. I swear it was funny. I don't know. So anyway, 10 years later, Talking Ben is a meme now, I guess. These memes are pretty nonsensical, but I do find them funny. Here are a few.
Ben?
But do you think Meg is ugly?
Yes.
Does Brian have an opinion?
No.
Will Meg ever find a boyfriend?
No.
Is the grease-up Keith guy a legend?
Yes.
Okay, that's the last question, Ben. Do you love me?
Talking Ben.
बेनी बात कर रहे हैं.
Talking Ben. Ben hablando.
Do you like minors?
Yes.
Do you like 16-year-old girls?
Yes.
Meanwhile.
You want Asgard? It's yours.
Whatever game you're playing, it won't work. You can't defeat me.
No, I know. But he can.
Hey Ben, can you do a trick for us?
The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night.
Wow, that's a good Five Nights Freddy impression. I have one more question, Ben.
Yes.
Do you know my location?
Yes.
What did you say?
Here I come. Here I come.
Who is it?
Invest. Definitely invest in these. I could see this meme continuing on a little further. It's definitely an example of how the early 2010s are now in nostalgia territory, which I understand is probably a difficult thing to swallow if you're over the age of 25. Yes, you're old. We know. But definitely not only look out for things like Talking Ben, where we could see memes that are profiting off the childhood nostalgia of Gen Z, but a lot of other things from that area. We could see more Plants vs. Zombies stuff, for example, Angry Birds. Minecraft has been an ever-present thing in meme culture since its inception, so that's not really a thing. I'm saying less that these will be formats and more that it's good to have this kind of mindset that other related things could become popular. It's always a good idea to have some stuff on the back burner if you want to get a few extra updates. I'm sorry, please shoot me for saying updates. I'm tired. That isn't me, I swear. I swear I don't use Reddit usually. The other meme I want to talk about is lean. And everybody knows what lean is because it's been a meme for years, but apparently there's been a resurgence, and I haven't been able to make heads or tails of it other than the fact that it's an upsurge of new memes about lean. People offering it, white people confused about what lean is. I'm putting it in the corners as I usually do. Help me understand this. Why is it suddenly a thing again? Perhaps some celebrity was talking about it.
Naked, my wrist on froze. I know I don't cuddle with hoes. Yeah, I put that bitch in the back of a spaceship. She never been in a rose. I'm running for president so I can legalize drunk, get the whole world slow. I'm rocking vitamins, speech impediment, but still easy. Naked, my wrist on froze. I know I don't cuddle with hoes. Yeah, I put that bitch in the back of a spaceship. She never been in a rose. I'm running for president so I can legalize drunk, get the whole world slow. I'm rocking vitamins, speech impediment, but still easy. Naked, my wrist on froze. I know I don't cuddle with hoes. Yeah, I put that bitch in the back of a spaceship. She never been in a rose. I'm running for president so I can legalize drunk, get the whole. My wrist on froze. I know I don't cuddle with hoes. Yeah, I put that bitch in the back of a spaceship. She never been in a rose. I'm running for president so I can legalize.
No idea. This one I got no idea. But it's trending, so go ahead and make some memes about lean, because the world will thank you for it. And by the world, I mean your follower count. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do when we invest. We're trying to get some attention on the internet, you know. Or, you know, if you're a more decent person, it's because you want to make people laugh. That's how I view it. But, you know, you do you, whatever. And finally for this week, this.
Wow, it's really nice out today. It's almost like everything in nature is simultaneously saying,
That's about it for this edition of Memescape News. Did I miss something or say something inaccurate? Let me know down there in the comments and I'll mention it next time. If you want to be on the show, please let me know. I'd love to have you on. I kind of rushed this episode because I had a ton of work tonight, and also I've been following the Ukraine news for about 90 minutes, you know, doom scrolling as one does. So, you know, unfortunately, this show can't always be my top attention source, but I will always make sure that their Memescape news keeps rolling. Until I either die or pass the show on to someone else. Or if I'm completely physically incapacitated to do so, I will put out an episode of Memescape News every week. It's kind of become a mainstay of my life. I feel like I would probably have some sort of existential crisis of identity, crisis of self-worth if I suddenly decide to stop making this show. So I will not. That's about it. See you ladies and gents later.